The Handi Quilter Suite 16 has a feature called the Low-bobbin Estimator. You can find that by hitting More and then going to Low-bobbin, which brings you to this screen. There are two parts to using the Low-bobbin Estimator. The first part is actually recording the bobbin so that you can tell your machine how much thread is on the bobbin. So to do that, you hit the record button, you put your new bobbin in the bobbin case and do your quilting just as normal. Once you've run out of bobbin thread, come back into the low bobbin screen and you'll notice that the bobbin amount was recorded here. So you can hit the stop button and now that's recorded the amount of thread on your bobbin. Now, say that you put in a new bobbin and you want it to start estimating and counting down so it can warn you when you're running low. So what you would do is hit New Bobbin and notice that it changed your remaining bobbin thread number to 0.8. But because 0.8 is the same amount that we actually recorded, that means the machine is going to alarm us when we've actually run out of thread. But we want to know when we're close to running out of thread so we can find a good stopping point. So you can come up here and change that number just a little bit so that you can back it off. And then that way, as you're quilting, it will notify you when you've used 0.5 instead of 0.8, which theoretically means you'll have a little left on your bobbin that you can discard and find a good stopping point. Now, because we are doing this for training purposes, this number is quite a bit lower than you would typically record. So now let's say we've put in a new bobbin with the same type of thread that we just recorded. We're going to go ahead and turn our alarm on and go back to our main screen. Now notice that my number right below my quilting indicator light has changed to 0.5 because that's what we set it at. And as we quilt, that number will start counting down. So notice that I did some quilting and now it says 0.2. When that number reaches 0, we will get an alarm telling us that we need to check our bobbin thread. All right, so in a real life scenario, what would happen is you would be almost out of thread and this would come up and it would remind you to find a good stopping point and check your bobbin thread. That way when you're quilting, you don't quilt halfway through a row and then run out of bobbin thread. So we can hit OK and say we put in another bobbin of the same kind of thread and we want to keep quilting. We can come back into low bobbin, hit new bobbin, turn on our alarm, and then go back to the main screen and continue quilting. In the Low Bobbin Estimator feature, we also have 3 presets. This is where you can record your 3 favorite threads that you like to use in your bobbin, and once you've recorded those settings, you can save those presets here. So let's say the one we just recorded was 1.1. Now if we want to change one of these presets and override it to our new favorite, we can hit the save button. And now anytime we use that type of thread, we have a quick way to just load a new bobbin and go on, and it'll alarm us when we're running low.